Okay. Hey guys, welcome into another video. I do believe my mic is working now. Hopefully the audio is working. And yeah, so you guys didn't know, I did my week 1 predictions on Wednesday afternoon, but there was some issues with my audio and I heard that some people cannot hear me, can hear the video, can't not hear the video, so I end up deleting it. I did the first 2 games of week 1 just because I didn't have time to do the full rest because it was getting really late at night. And, I had to do the first 2 games of week 1. And I told you guys I was going to do the rest on Friday, and today is Friday. So we're going to do the rest of week 1 games. So, yeah. So, first up, we got the Steelers and the Jets. Obviously, 2 quarterbacks playing against their former teams. Aaron Rodgers, his former team is the Jets, and Justin Fields, his former team is the Steelers. So in this game, man, Aaron Rodgers, this could be his final season with this could be his final season in the NFL. Obviously, the experience with the Jets for Aaron Rodgers was a complete disaster. He spent 2 seasons in New York with the Jets, and obviously his first season he got injured, and the second season was just a complete disappointment. And obviously he goes to the Steelers. Maybe he can find him. He maybe can find something in his final season, potentially his final season in the NFL. And for Justin Fields, he bounced around quite a bit here the last he kind of bounced around here in the NFL, played for the Bears. Obviously, the Bears were high on him. He was going to be the quarterback for the future, and then not worked out. They end up cutting him, and he went to the Steelers for 1 season, and now he's with the Jets. And obviously, the Jets, it's just, I'm going to pick the Steelers to win this game. I just, the Jets, Justin Fields is really not the answer in New York. Maybe he finds something with the Jets and maybe rejuvenate his career with the Jets. But I think Aaron Rodgers should get revenge on his former team. So, yeah, that's who I think is going to win this game. So we got the Dolphins and the Colts. Um, the Dolphins, I think they're capable of making the playoffs, but obviously with Tua constantly getting injured, and it's a concern with the Dolphins. Like if Tua can stay healthy, I think that this Dolphins team could make the playoffs. But I'm not. I don't know. But I think they're capable. And then you got the Colts. They're starting Daniel Jones. I'm not a big fan of him. He sucks. I think this is going to be another rough season for the Colts. The Dolphins should win this game. We got Bengals and Browns. I'm going to take the Bengals to win this game. Browns, they're going to have another long season. Joe Flacco is going to be the starting quarterback. And, he's getting old. But the Browns, they always seem to have quarterback issues pretty much the entire existence of the franchise. They can't really find another their quarterback of the future. Maybe Drew Sanders is that answer, but we will have to see about that. We got Raiders and Patriots. This should be a good one. Raiders, they they got a lot. Raiders, they got Pete Carroll as their head coach. They got that special running back from Boise State. Really high on him. Geno Smith, coming from the Seahawks to the Raiders. The Geno Smith did found something with the Seahawks. Really rejuvenated his career with the Seahawks. after he was kind of seen as the backup quarterback with I think he played for the Jets, Giants, maybe some other teams on my Discord. Sorry about that. It's just my Discord. So yeah, Geno Smith. We'll see what he does with the Raiders. Maybe he can do some good stuff with the Raiders. But yeah, the Raiders, they got Brock Bowers. We like him a lot. I think the Raiders are going to be a much better team this season. I don't know if they can make the playoffs. I think the AFC West is really tough. You got the Chiefs. They're pretty much the best team in that division. Broncos showed something last season. Chargers. We'll see if they could really take a step this season. They made the playoffs last season. We'll see if they could pick off what they left off last season. But yeah, the Raiders, they're in such in a tough division. And for the Patriots, I think they're gonna do much better this season. The defense seems to be good. Drake May coming as Drake May entering his second season. But I think this Patriot team is gonna be much improved this season. I think both teams are gonna be much improved. I'm gonna pick the Raiders to win. I think this is gonna be a close game, but yeah. So we got the Titans and the Broncos. I gotta take the Broncos. Titans. They got Cam Ward. Obviously, he's gonna be entering his first season. Well, I'm interested to see how Cam Ward does. You know, I'm high on him. I think he can do some good stuff with the Titans. But the Broncos, Bo Nix, they show a lot last season. They were 1-6 like through the first 7 games, and I thought people thought that they were not going to be a playoff team, but yeah, Broncos they showed something last season, and yeah, I think the Broncos should win this game. We got Ravens and Bills. Oh God, that should be a great game, man. Should be a phenomenal game. Both teams. I hope this is the AFC championship game, man. Like, come on. I think this would be a great AFC championship game. Like both teams need to show up in the playoffs, and I think the Bills should win this game, but yeah, both teams should be good. I feel like both teams should do well in the regular season. I think both teams should make the playoffs, but I just think with both teams, they need to show something that they can beat the Chiefs. The Bills, they seem to do good against the Chiefs in the regular season, but in the playoffs, they cannot they cannot beat the Chiefs. So yeah, like I think this is gonna be a good game between Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen, both great quarterbacks. So yeah, so we got the Panthers and the Jaguars. And I'm gonna say the Panthers. I think this is gonna be a big season for Bryce Young. He had to show that he's gonna be the quarterback for them going forward. If the Panthers don't see anything with Bryce Young this season, I think they're gonna cut him. Like he's entering his third season, and like they have to, he has to prove something that he's gonna be the quarterback going forward for the Panthers. And for the Jaguars, I don't think they're really much of a playoff team this season. We'll see. I think they're probably gonna finish second in the division. Titans, I'm not really high on. Colts, I'm not really high on as well. Maybe they're capable, but we have to see about that. Texans and Rams. That should be another good one, man. That should be another great game to watch. Yeah, that's the 125 game on CBS. So Texans, I think the Texans are going to do much better this season. I think this Texas team is much better than last season. And then for the Rams, they're going to be they're going to be a good team this season. I think both teams are going to do good. this season. So I'm going to obviously the Rams. They got a good defense. Their offense is pretty good. Texans offense is pretty good as pretty good. But yeah, this is a tough one. Who did I pick to win? Who did I pick to win this game? I forgot. I forgot who I had winning this game. Let me see if I could get it up here. I believe I don't know who did I pick to win. I am not sure. Let me. God. I believe I picked the Rams to win this game, but I think both teams could win this game, but I believe I picked the Rams to win this game. I could be wrong. Well, I could be wrong. I might have picked the Texans. Let's see. Okay. I don't have it on my phone. I don't have the fantasy app on my phone, so I'll let you guys know. I might have the Texans winning this game. But yeah, moving on here. So we got the Cardinals and the Saints. I got the Cardinals to win. Saints are going to be terrible this season. They might be the worst team in the NFL this season. They pretty much have nothing with the Saints. Spencer Rattler, he's awful. Yeah, the Saints. I don't know. I think they're just going to tank this season. Spencer Rattler is not the answer for the Saints. Buccaneers and Falcons. I got the Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield looks good for the Buccaneers. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. I think this Buccaneers team, they're gonna do good this season. So I got the Buccaneers. Falcons. Michael Penix will be the starting quarterback, and we'll see with the Falcons and how their offense is this season. But I'm not really like I don't know. I'm not sure about the offense with the Falcons this season, to be completely honest. So yeah. Giants and Commanders. I got the Commanders getting this win here. Giants, they're just not gonna be good this season. Yeah, I just don't think the Giants are gonna be good. The Commanders, they show a lot last season. They kind of got everyone from surprise last season. So I do think that Washington should win this game against the Giants. 49ers and Seahawks. I got the 49ers. The Seahawks, I don't think they're going to do good this season. The Niners, I think the Niners are capable of going on a deep playoff run. I think that obviously the Niners, they have an easy schedule this season, what I heard. But the thing with the Niners, I'm kind of concerned about their injuries and stuff. So when it comes to the 40, I think the Niners should bounce back and make the playoffs this season. Lions and Packers, that should be a great game, man. Man, that should be a great game. I'm gonna go with Green Bay because obviously Michael Parsons comes in from the Cowboys to the Packers. The Lions, they got a great team. The Lions, I think both teams are going to probably battle out for the NFC North this season. Both great teams, and yeah, I think the Packers should win this game. And then we got the Vikings and the Bears. Obviously, the Vikings are starting JJ McCarthy, and I'm not really sold on him. He did not show a lot in college. What I saw. And he was just pretty mediocre with Michigan. They didn't have any like good offense with Michigan, and I don't understand the hype of JJ McCarthy. He is just he could prove me wrong and show that he could be a great quarterback in the NFL, but what I seen in college with him, he was just not really great. And for the Bears, this is gonna be a big season for Cam Williams. I think the Bears are could be an interesting team this season. But I got the Bears winning this game. I think the Bears are gonna try to get off to a good start here, and for the Vikings, I think they're gonna take a bit of a step back this season. So yeah, that's my NFL picks. And thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. You like this channel, see you guys later. Bye.